guys doing? Big Auntie is back, not on Snapchat, but this time on YouTube. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I'm so excited to start my YouTube channel and make my first video. I am so happy and I'm so grateful for all of you, for the encouragement, motivation, and just believing in me and my messages that I give out to you guys. Thank you so much. I mean, you don't know how grateful I am. I'm just grateful. I'm so thankful. And thank you very, very much. I really appreciate you guys as my family and friends. And I am just grateful. I'm so grateful that I have my own YouTube channel and I'm able to, express myself as well as my messages out there to help whoever these videos can help. So please do not hesitate to share, like, and also subscribe to my channel, because you know we need to expand our audiences and we need to expand and let the message go out to whoever needs it. So my channel will focus mostly on mental health and spiritual health. We are going to talk about some physical stuff. It's all intertwined, right? They all go together. The spiritual self, the mental self, and the physical self. So yes, I am going to talk about all. So you will learn how to cope with your daily life, how to take care of yourself, not just the physical self, but also the spiritual self, the mental self, psychological. And we are going to, do some vlogging sometimes, just to kind of see how I live my life. I think for whoever is curious, this is the time. Please subscribe and I will be so appreciative. Today's video, it's going to talk about forgiveness. I just believe that the whole world should get along. We should all get along. We should all forgive each other and just move on with life. Seriously, we all should just move on with life. Make this place a happy place, a more peaceful place, a more joyful place, a more serene, and just a happy place. So the first way, or the best way to do that, it's literally through forgiveness. So I believe, in my opinion, that unforgiveness is the most prolific cause of all pain, all suffering, and most diseases to mankind. And if you know what unforgiveness does to your body, I guarantee you would literally just drop everything, despite of what had happened in the past, who had done whatever they did to you, and then just drop it. It's such a heavy weight on your shoulders. It's like a dead weight on your shoulders. So that's why I wanted to come here today and focus on forgiveness. How to forgive someone or anyone for anything. So know that you are not your body, you are not your intellect, you're not your conscious mind, right? You're not your possessions and your collections. You're not your memories. Know that you are a spirit that takes on a physical body. So this spirit, it's immortal, it's infinite, it's universal. It was, it is, and it will be. So you were, you are, and you will be. Okay, there's no end to you. So we need to recognize that you are your true self. It's spirit, and then you take on a body that looks like this, that looks like yours, that looks like your neighbors, that looks like whoever. Okay, so that is really who you are. Therefore, you are inseparable with everything and everyone. So anything that you see and everyone you come in contact with, you are inseparable, because the spirit in you is the same spirit in them. So your neighbor and you are the same spirit, but then the spirit wants to know itself and took on a garment. You identify yourself as you, and he or she identify him or herself as John Doe, Jane Doe, or whoever their names are. So you cannot separate yourself from anything in this universe, and you cannot separate from anyone in this universe. So because of this knowledge that you are identifying now, then anyone that is outside of you, it's yourself pushed out, right? So they're basically a mirror. So they're basically an image of the light within you and also the image within you. So you know how sometimes you can look at the mirror and say, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. You can break the mirror, but breaking the mirror doesn't change that. So then you realize the change occurs within and not without. It is not, there's no successful change that occurs like from the outside of the person who wants to be changed. So the whole change process has to start within the self. So the finger will be pointing this way and not that way. So if this is true, then man, generic man, man or woman, generic man, is against himself or herself, right? So there's nobody else that is against you or that is out for you. It is all you. You are against yourself or you are for yourself. My life experiences have convinced me that there's no other way to bring about the outer perfection that I sought or we see other than the power of self-transformation. So the word transformation is trans, mean go beyond, formation, like the form. So this physical body, it's not the end of it. There is a deeper layer of you that you have to go beyond, this form, and then that's where the deeper layer lies. That's where your spiritual self lies. That's where this infinite power and infinite knowledge lies. So first we have to transform. We have to go beyond the form and then go to this realm. It's a very peaceful realm. If you get there, I promise you, life would be completely different. You would not see this world the same. Everything changes right in front of you. As soon as you bring change to the self, magically your outer world changes in harmony with your inner world. So if you change the self, everything outside of you magically change in harmony with what is inside. So the first step of forgiveness is really trying to transform this self. Try to change, mentally, try to change yourself. And you will see how things will start to favor you, how the world will start to change, how things will start to align, things that you don't even know existed, doors that you don't even know were there. It just starts to align, and it's a great experience to have. If you ever have experiences like this, I'm sure you're smiling, and if you never had it, you're eager to have these kind of experiences. Try to live in the present moment. So your past is your past. It does not exist. To be honest with you, there is no such thing as the past or the future. It's always the now. So next time someone asks you, hey, what time is it? Look at your watch. It said, oh yeah, it's now. The time is always now. So if someone hurt you, right? Or if someone you perceive as, maybe they lied to you, they lied on you, or they did something that your physical body experienced and it's very painful, and this happened yesterday or even a minute ago. So that has gone. It's dead weight. So it's literally not there anymore, right? It's gone. So all you're doing by talking about it or thinking about it, you are just dragging it to your present moment, because remember, it's always the present moment, it's always the now. So you can never go back and say, well, I'm going to leave that, experience in the past. No, you always bring it to the present moment, and then you see how, depression starts. You see how sadness and sorrow and all that starts, because you're bringing something that happened 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, even 3 minutes ago, even 1 minute ago. You're just bringing it in, and you started to talk about it all the time. And based on experience, trust me, I have done this before. So I'm not just standing here and think, I've not done this before. I am trying to express my experiences with you and try to help you through it. So by talking about it, you are just recreating all this anger, sorrow, all this pain to your present moment. And it starts to affect your work, your relationships with your significant other, or your relationship with your children, your relationship with your employer, your co-workers. I mean, the end is just vast. The consequences of bringing your past to your present moment, it's just too much. So if you believe that someone hurt you in the past, drop it, put it in the trash somewhere. Put it somewhere. Let it not be in the house. Let it be completely somewhere that you would never ever go to the ocean somewhere and drop it in there. One thing that I do, I literally see it in my mind's eye, drop it in the toilet and just flush it. So that means it's gone. It's part of that kind of stuff. So I don't think about it. It's gone. So try to live in the present moment. This way your life would be so peaceful. Your life would be so serene. I mean, you will forgive someone very easily if you learn this art. And also know that those who hinder you or support you, they are there to play a role in your life. So if you believe that someone has hurt you or they have lied to you, lie on you, they are there for a reason, okay? Maybe a reason not known to you. So claim them. Claim them as your teacher. Claim them as your mentor. Claim them as your guardian angels. Because remember, the spirit in them is the same spirit in you. And no one knows the secret of a man but the spirit of that man. So if you believe that that person's spirit and your spirit are the same, then if someone does something to you where you think it's either so painful to you that you don't want to have anything with them, then there's a reason for it. But that doesn't mean you're gonna keep that experiences with you and hurt yourself. It's just too painful. It is like drinking poison, right? And you're expecting the next person to die. No, we don't do that here. You are going to drink water, let it turn into wine. Okay, so you're going to drink water, let it turn into wine. So what is the water? The water is the psychological benefit, and then the wine is what comes out of that, right? So you're going to drink water, let it turn to wine, not drinking poison expecting the next person to die. So my suggestion with this is that look at that person and claim them as your teacher, claim them as your mentor, claim them as an angel that just saved you from something. So if someone come to your house and then they stole your necklace, and if you believe that the spirit in them is the same spirit in you, then there's a reason why that necklace was stolen, right? Even if you know the person, because maybe the necklace was there, it was blocking a bigger necklace or a bigger opportunity to come. So that person, because the spirit, remember, it always wants us to transform and transcend and be happier. It's just love, right? So there's all of it is love. So the reason why the necklace was stolen is because there are more doors that needs to be happened. So before that happened, the necklace has to be gone. So that's why the spirit, your own spirit, sent this person to come and take this necklace away. So I will make a video on gratitude, and stay tuned, because you will see how when you have gratitude and when you appreciate and thankful for everything, no matter what it is, good things happen, okay? So this step is very important as well. So affirm to yourself, say to yourself every morning, noon, and night that every man is a golden link to your chain of good. So every man is a golden link to your chain of good. So that means, the thief, right? The liar, the judge, the prisoner, the doctor, every man, despite of who they are a golden link to your chain of good. So if you have that kind of mentality, then you're not suspicious of all these people, and you're easy to forgive another, okay? And you're easy to forgive yourself, because again, when you forgive yourself, it's easy to forgive another. So yeah. So the next step is to learn how to live as is. So existence itself is. Okay, so if you learn how to live as is, then you will not be so concentrated on good or bad, this or that. It's just is, right? I know the yin and the yang, that's all fine and dandy if you're going to use it the right way. But if you're not knowledgeable in that area, go ahead and live as is. Okay, try to just not give things label, or this is good, or this is bad, or this is that, or this is this. You know, just live as it is, because existence itself, that's what it does, right? Why does good things happen to bad people? Why does bad things happen to good people? Who knows? I will make a video on that, because that is all the way you think. So try to do that at the best you know how. So by doing that, then you are not saying, oh, what this person did to me is good or bad, or what this person did to me is good. You're not giving all these labels, right? You're just living as it is, and you're enjoying your peace and your love and your serenity. You're just in this calm place. There's a place in you, I guarantee you, there's a place in you that is very calm, that is very serene. If you learn how to get there, you will be amazed how this outer world and all the chaos, it's all coming from within, right? If you are chaotic within, your without will be chaotic. If you are sad within, you are going to be seeing sadness everywhere you go. You know, you'll be walking on the street and someone will just come and slap you for no reason, because you have that within. You know, you're just calling that person, you're attracting that person to yourself. And have you ever seen people who they're just walking around and someone just come in and beat them up for no reason? And you think you are blaming the next person, but no, you attracted that person from what is coming from within. So be very careful, and I will make more videos on these and how to change your mindset, ways to help you cope even in the most difficult situation. The last but not the least, it's my favorite, my personal favorite. It is forgiveness through prayer. Let me tell you guys something. It is something that you need to learn how to effectively pray. If you forgive someone through prayer, then all anger, all sorrow, all bitterness dissolves on their own. No effort, just prayer. Prayer is an art. And if you learn this art of praying, then your world would be so great. So you might ask, how do I forgive someone through prayer? So the best way to forgive someone through prayer is to see that person in your mind's eye. Okay? Bring that person to your mind's eye and wish them good luck. Okay? Send them goodwill. Pray for them for peace. Pray for them for happiness, joy, and abundance. Actually see them with how you want to be seen, with a lot of money if that's what your goals are. See them very happy. See them very successful. You know, you got to see them in your mind's eye, because you know these people already. When one prays for another, they have no power to harm you. And the most interesting thing about praying for someone that you believe that they hurt you is that you are the first hearer. You are the person who is praying. So if you are seeing them happy, you're calling happiness to yourself. If you are seeing them healthy, you're calling health to yourself. If you're seeing them abundant, wealthy, or all this joy, you're calling all that to yourself. The opposite is the same thing. If someone hurts you and you are at home and they are somewhere in the Bahamas and they're having fun, and here you are calling yourself poor me, and you are mad, right? You are so angry and you are just wishing them all these negative thoughts. You are the first hearer. You are going to be the first person to hear all this curse and all these negative thoughts. And they are impressing, those thoughts are impressing into your subconscious mind. Because they're impressed into your subconscious mind, they will confront you in the future. They do not recede. in the past, they confront you in the future, right? There's a whole world or knowledge about the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind. And if you want me to make a video about this topic, leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'm happy to share my knowledge and my wisdom that I have regarding this topic. And you will see how certain things happen to certain people and not the others, despite of their religious beliefs, right? So, yeah, pray for them, send them goodwill, see them happy. This way, one day the phone will ring. If you're consistent and persevere in it, the phone will ring and it will be that person. And when they are calling you, they will be a completely changed person, because they have to change, or they must change in harmony with what you have within. Okay, so you see how it's always within, it's always the self. There's nobody out there, that's just you, because you are that one being, you are that universal being. Okay, you are part of it. So recognize that. Peace be upon you and God Almighty's blessings. Thank you for watching today.